A vast industrial complex awakens as daylight breaks, beginning another cycle of precision and craftsmanship. Deliveries arrive at the facility, bringing carefully preserved materials for processing and transformation. Protective teams begin handling secured containers, ensuring every step meets strict safety standards. Each container is opened using meticulous procedures, maintaining purity and quality of the incoming materials. Workers guide the loaded carts through spotless corridors designed for sterile and efficient workflow. Entry into the quarantine zone requires advanced scanning systems to maintain strict environmental control. Automated arms and monitoring systems observe every batch as it enters the secure containment area. Technicians input tracking data to log each shipment, enabling complete transparency through the process. Specialists move through observation corridors, preparing samples for deeper analysis and inspection. Temperature-regulated rooms stabilize each batch before they progress into laboratory evaluation. Samples are withdrawn and prepared for early examination, ensuring consistency in texture and quality. Inside the central monitoring hub, teams oversee all active zones through advanced digital interfaces. Conveyors transport the containers through sterilization tunnels, ensuring absolute surface purity. In the lab, scientists begin micro-level evaluations to confirm the readiness of materials. Containers exit quarantine and transition into the primary processing floor for the next operational phase. The laboratory opens with a clean, bright workspace where analytical teams prepare for detailed inspection. Under precise lighting, samples are unfolded to reveal texture, alignment, and full surface integrity. Multiple samples are compared side by side to verify structural consistency across the received batch. Microscopic imaging captures texture details, ensuring the material meets established performance criteria. Robotic scanners glide across samples, analyzing surface metrics and calculating exact grading levels. Digital tools visualize patterns in real time, giving analysts complete insight into structural accuracy. Sorting robots categorize each sample by grade, preparing them for specialized downstream procedures. Approved batches move through checkpoints equipped with high-resolution scanning indicators. Technicians log data and adjust workflow schedules based on inspection results and facility demand. Robotic systems transition graded materials toward deeper mechanical processing stations. The expansive processing floor activates as conveyor lines begin moving in synchronized precision. Materials glide into initial machinery designed to shape and prepare them for deeper refinement. Automated sprayers apply coating solutions evenly, enhancing durability during later stages. Cylindrical cleaners rotate gently, removing impurities and preparing surfaces for precision treatment. Multiple lanes operate in harmony as materials undergo sequential cleaning across the floor. Laser systems mark precise cutting zones, ensuring maximum efficiency and minimal material loss. Conveyor rollers guide each piece through specialized stages designed for structural optimization. Skilled inspectors observe samples manually, verifying quality before automated processes continue. Robotic manipulators lift samples for scanning, ensuring uniform progress throughout the workflow. Advanced washers rinse each sample thoroughly, maintaining consistent clarity and surface purity. Air tunnels accelerate drying, leaving each treated sample ready for the preservation stage. Automated units distribute curing salt with even coverage to maintain material integrity. Workers refine salt placement manually where needed, ensuring flawless preparation for drying cycles. Stacking machines arrange preserved batches neatly, preparing them for temperature-controlled drying. Overhead systems carry loaded racks to climate chambers where precise drying begins. Inside the drying hall, layered racks circulate air evenly to stabilize each treated material. Multiple rack levels shift into position, maximizing airflow for balanced preservation results. Environmental panels track humidity and temperature, optimizing conditions with real-time adjustments. Aisles fill with controlled mist and warm light as materials undergo the final drying phase. Rotating mechanisms gently turn racks, ensuring surfaces receive equal exposure from all angles. Moisture slowly evaporates, revealing crisp textures ready for advanced finishing work. Technicians observe thermal screens showing uniform progress across the active drying chambers. Completed racks emerge from the chambers, transitioning from warm cycles to cooler factory zones. Optical scanners review dried surfaces to validate structural stability across the entire batch. Automated carts transport dried pieces toward the tanning hall, marking the next transformation stage. The tanning facility operates with massive drums engineered to reshape and enrich material fibers. Rotating drums mix motion and heat, beginning a controlled transformation inside each chamber. Workers securely load dried pieces into drum interiors, preparing for deep chemical infusion. Coordinated teams load multiple drums, maintaining consistent rhythm throughout the facility. Heavy drum doors lock firmly, sealing the environment for precise chemical treatment cycles. Control stations program drum sequences, adjusting timings to achieve perfectly balanced results. Transparent pipelines deliver tanning solutions directly into drum chambers with calibrated flow. Rich solutions circulate through pipes, infusing the batch with color and structural flexibility. Automated mixers operate alongside technicians who verify chemical ratios and flow rates. Rows of drums rotate in unison, filling the hall with rhythm as cycles progress toward completion. Close-up views reveal the drum's gears turning smoothly, demonstrating engineered mechanical precision. Workers patrol between operating drums, monitoring indicators and ensuring rotational consistency. Digital displays update in real time, showing temperature curves and cycle milestones for each drum. Samples drawn from ports show gradual color development and uniform absorption across surfaces. Under bright evaluation lights, technicians compare samples against reference charts for accuracy. Adjacent sections run parallel cycles for alternate materials, highlighting facility versatility. Time-lapse transitions capture drum rotations through extended cycles, illustrating long-form processing. The drums complete rotation, signaling operators to begin careful unloading procedures. Steam escapes as drum doors open, revealing enriched materials ready for the next phase. Workers transfer treated batches onto transport carts bound for the dyeing laboratory. The dyeing area features stainless vats filled with vibrant colors engineered for precise absorption. Overhead systems lower batches gently into dye baths prepared with calibrated temperature settings. Surfaces meet the dye, forming ripples as pigment begins penetrating through each treated layer. Agitation paddles circulate dyes evenly to ensure fully balanced saturation through the batch. Rows of vats glow under bright lighting, showcasing the vivid palette of ongoing dye cycles. Digital panels control pH balance and color strength to maintain consistency across every sample. Viewing platforms reveal submerged materials rotating gracefully beneath colored solution waves. Technicians lift test samples to verify shade accuracy, adjusting formulas when necessary. Finished batches rise from dye vats, releasing colorful streams that drain back into containers. Freshly dyed surfaces reflect warm highlights while cooling under controlled station lighting. Rinsing stations remove excess pigment through multi-angle spray systems with uniform coverage. Comparison walls help workers match final shades to digital benchmarks for color precision. Adjacent lanes run alternate dye cycles, demonstrating the facility's advanced multi-process flow. Moisture is pressed out through soft rotary units, preparing surfaces for finishing treatment. Conveyors move revitalized batches toward the high-tech finishing division of the factory. The finishing department contains frames, spray chambers, and inspection points arranged in order. Machines stretch each piece accurately, correcting tension and ensuring structural stability. Textures smooth evenly as stretching continues under tightly controlled mechanical alignment. Sprayers distribute protective coatings across each surface, adding gloss and long-term durability. Coating nozzles apply uniform layers, enhancing natural texture with precise reflective highlights. Multiple finishing booths activate simultaneously, coordinating robotic movements overhead. UV tunnels cure coatings fully, creating strong and resilient surface finishes. Buffing machines polish each surface, producing a clean, refined, premium appearance. Close inspection reveals enhanced detail, reflecting meticulous craftsmanship and precision. Quality stations check finished surfaces under bright lighting to ensure flawless uniformity. Gloved hands examine textures carefully, verifying smoothness and structural perfection. Tablets scan each surface and log digital metrics confirming defect-free results. Approved batches stack neatly on carts, arranged for final assembly preparation. Climate-controlled storage holds completed batches awaiting pattern cutting and assembly. Carts move along bright corridors toward specialized cutting machines for the next phase. The cutting hall opens with wide tables, rail-guided machinery, and advanced digital interfaces. Workers position each piece under backlit tables to align surfaces precisely before cutting. Computer software loads pattern designs, calculating the most efficient use of each surface. Laser grids scan across materials, mapping contours and planning every precise extraction point. Pattern outlines overlay perfectly onto surfaces, highlighting exact cutting paths. Machinery positions cutting heads to begin automated trimming with high accuracy. Blades glide through surfaces smoothly, tracing complex shapes with engineered precision. Close views capture clean edges forming instantly along the cutting line. Multiple parts are cut simultaneously, producing consistent components for garment assembly. Time-lapse sequences show cutting heads completing full layouts rapidly across the table. Robotic arms lift finished pieces gently using vacuum grips to prevent surface distortion. Sorting teams arrange components by type, maintaining order for assembly workflows. Tables display freshly cut parts laid out neatly for seam alignment and joining. Workers inspect edges for accuracy, ensuring no irregularities before stitching begins. Conveyors transport organized components into the assembly wing where sewing teams await. The assembly floor features rows of machines where skilled workers build garments meticulously. Aligning pieces correctly sets the foundation for precision stitching and structural integrity. Machine operators secure components under needles for accurate seam placement. Threads weave sections together smoothly, forming strong, clean stitch lines. Cameras follow seams being stitched, highlighting guiding techniques and craftsmanship. Completed seams undergo inspection to verify strength and aesthetic consistency. Multiple stations handle different garment sections simultaneously for efficient workflow. Specialized machines add decorative stitching that enhances both durability and visual appeal. Components move between stations as each section nears completion. Precision techniques attach zippers, aligning teeth and fabric perfectly. Stitch lines secure zipper tapes firmly into place for long-term reliability. Collars attach under warm lighting, showcasing precise curvature and structural accuracy. Button machines install hardware neatly, reinforcing garment panel strength. Assembly tables display jackets in various completion stages, illustrating seamless workflow. Workers stitch brand labels carefully, adding final touches to interior design. Labels attach cleanly under bright lights, symbolizing quality and authenticity. Dress forms showcase nearly finished garments for fit and structural examination. Linings attach inside garments with careful alignment to maintain shape. Final sleeve attachments complete the silhouette through smooth and accurate stitching. Completed jackets advance to the finishing corridor where pressing awaits. Steam stations activate, shaping garments to perfect contours. Workers position jackets onto pressing forms for steam-based refining. Steam clouds soften fabric, allowing final shape adjustments with precision. Cinematic motion captures jackets turning as finishing cycles reach completion. Handheld steamers refine details like seams and edges for clean presentation. Lint rollers remove surface particles, preparing garments for stringent inspection. Inspection bays illuminate garments under bright lamps for structural verification. Inspectors examine stitching, texture, and shape for absolute consistency. Functional tests ensure zippers glide smoothly and hardware aligns perfectly. Hands glide across surfaces to confirm flawless finish and tactile quality. Digital checklists document each garment's final approval metrics. Approval screens confirm quality standards before packaging begins. Overhead conveyors move approved jackets into the packaging division. Endless rows of completed garments advance through the facility on rails. Conveyors turn toward packaging zones lit with bright organizational lighting. The packaging department prepares luxury materials for premium presentation. Workers place garments into soft tissue layers with smooth, deliberate care. Tissue folds wrap garments gently, maintaining their pristine surface finish. Branded garment bags enclose each piece, completing the protective layer. Tags and codes attach to each package, entering inventory tracking systems. Multiple packaging stations operate together to maintain efficient output. Premium boxes secure garments inside structured interiors with protective padding. Quality checkpoints verify each package before dispatch approval. Pallets organize boxed garments neatly for streamlined warehouse handling. Forklifts guide pallets toward loading bays for controlled temperature shipping. Trucks line the loading dock, prepared to transport finished products globally. Pallets load smoothly into temperature-regulated containers for safe transit. Staff finalize digital manifests to ensure accurate tracking and delivery. Outbound trucks depart from the dock, marking completion of the shipment process. Aerial footage reveals the facility powering down as another production cycle ends.
Close-up of automated button installation machine adding premium hardware onto synthetic Anaconda hide panel.
Careful with the Anaconda boxes. Bring that pallet right up to the